Hello again. This video presents learning objectives 5 to 8. Additional information on these topics is available in the textbook, so please be sure to read. Paint evidence frequently plays a significant role in investigations, particularly those involving burglaries and hit-and-run incidents, where it is commonly transferred as smears, chips, or chalking. Tools employed to force entry into doors or windows may transfer building paint onto a suspect's personal effects. In cases of hit-and-run, investigators may identify the vehicle make and model through paint comparison using resources such as the FBI's National Automotive Paint File or the International Paint Data Query (PDQ) database. Typically, paint is considered class characteristic evidence, however, it may serve as individual evidence if paint chips are sufficiently large to permit a fracture match. The presence of multiple layers enables thorough comparison of attributes including color, sequence, thickness, texture, and chemical composition. When collecting paint evidence, avoid using tape or plastic bags, as static charges can hinder proper handling. Instead, place paint chips in clear solid plastic containers or appropriately sealed paper envelopes to ensure secure storage. Glass is usually class characteristic evidence, but can sometimes be individual characteristic. It's valuable in crimes like hit-and-runs, carjackings, burglaries, and assaults, as fragments are often found on victims or suspects. Glass with decals, paint, or tints holds greater evidentiary value. Laboratory analysis of glass can identify its type, determine the direction and force of breakage, establish the sequence of gunshots through a window, compare evidence samples, and confirm physical matches between fragments. When a shot breaks a window, both radial and concentric fractures may appear. Crime scene personnel must understand glass fracture patterns to assess whether a crime occurred, piece together events, and verify statements. Detailed photos should be taken before moving any glass, as handling may alter crucial evidence. Fingerprint identification and collection are conducted through two primary methods. Typically, a single officer manages cases such as residential burglaries, where entry is gained via a window and items are stolen. The officer selects an appropriate fingerprint powder, applies it to relevant surfaces, lifts prints using adhesive tape, documents findings on a card, and consults with the affected parties before departing. This process exemplifies standard protocol. For more complex situations, including homicide investigations, high-value jewelry store burglaries, or aggravated assaults, trained crime scene technicians are required. Multiple body parts, palms, fingers, toes, and soles, feature friction ridges that produce identifiable fingerprints. A fingerprint represents the reproduction of the minutiae, or friction ridges that came into contact with a surface. Ridges are the elevated areas of skin on the finger, containing sweat pores, while furrows are the indented spaces between ridges, resembling tiny valleys. Fingerprints are classified into three major groups. They are: 1. Plastic prints are finger impressions left in pliable, soft surfaces, such as wax, soap, wet paint, or fresh caulk, putty, and explosives. 2. Latent prints is an elastic term with two different meanings. Sometimes investigators refer to all prints at a crime scene as latent prints. Therefore, this designation may be confusing. Latent means hidden or concealed, so technically latent prints are prints that must be developed through brushing or chemicals to be seen. 3. Patent prints may immediately be wholly visible, or they may need minimal enhancement to be visible. Your text covers in detail conditions that affect the quality of latent fingerprints, DNA swabbing and developing latent fingerprints on bodies, collecting and preserving latent prints, and marking and identifying print lifts. Please read these sections for additional information. Forensic odontology is where dentistry meets criminal and civil law. Forensic odontology helps to identify missing or unknown individuals, analyze bite marks, assess facial injuries in violence cases, and identify victims in mass disasters. Dentition refers to the arrangement of natural and artificial teeth and serves as unique evidence like fingerprints. Forensic dentists can identify individuals using smiling photographs when other methods are unavailable. Dental records may be found with the military, insurers, local dentists, or community clinics, but searches are often limited because some people have no dental decay or never seek treatment for dental issues. The following section addresses topics such as bite marks, blood analysis, firearms, and question documents. Professor Rees strongly recommends a thorough review of this material to gain a comprehensive understanding of the significance of physical evidence and forensic science for investigative work. Have a great day.